Hello guys, and welcome back to Stonehearth. We're going to be getting in and playing do a little playthrough, I'm going to say. I did a video on this not long ago. It was just like a first look impressions. I'd seen videos on it, but I'd never actually had a hands-on try. And I've actually enjoyed the game. It was quite nice. A few feedback bits and pieces here and there that I did get was I didn't show much gameplay, unfortunately, and that's one of the hard parts about doing a video, is either too much gameplay or not enough gameplay. So yeah, we're going to get in. Now, I don't know how long this little series is going to last. It could last 10, 20 episodes. It could last maybe a bit more. I don't know. It's going to be roughly depending on either if I get bored and then I can't bother playing it anymore, and that's usually quite, I'm not going to say often enough, but it's just I like to switch games around a lot. And then it's if we die, because in normal mode, when you can get invaded and raids and that happen against you, it is possible, I believe, to lose by losing all your halflings here. So let's get in, shall we? So what we got here? So we've got a nice setup. I'm trying to get a nice balance. I like to have some high stats characters mixed with some medium ones. We've got a couple of, actually these are not too bad. There's only, I'd say we've got some low and medium ones. So you can see here we've got Nia, who's low in mind, and then we've got Kayla, I don't know, who's actually quite low in spirit, and then also Wade as well. Wind, oh god knows. Right, okay, so I've noticed here you don't have to actually purchase anything. You start with 150 gold as normal, and you can actually choose to buy them, or you can choose not to. And then if you actually hit embark, which I'm not going to buy anything, because you can actually make 2 of these right off the bat. He goes embark, and he says, "Are you sure you want to embark without choosing a tool from the shop? As always, you will start with, you get a carpenter's saw as standard. You don't have to make one of them, you always get it." And he goes, "Yes, hard mode." It's not, but it just means you can save your gold for when a traveller comes around, or a merchant, so you can buy some stuff off him. So let's jump in. So, seed, where are we going to pick to go? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, this is not a bad location, that. It's always nice to find an area which has got quite a high amount of materials and also a bit of decent wildlife, and trees as well is always a nice one. I always seem to want to pick the plains, but I've had actually quite a good time recently picking up here in the foothills, because there's plenty of trees, there's wildlife around, and there's more materials. The only downside is you have a lot of trees that you have to clear around, but I mean, wood you need for the time being anyway to build buildings. For a while until you start getting a lot of stone anyway. But yeah, let's settle here. I don't know what I'm going to name my village. I don't know. I'm just going to see what it comes up with, and then we'll go from there. It seems like that's the easiest thing to do ever. I'm not one of those ones which can come up with imaginative names and go, "Oh yeah, yeah, look at that." So here we are. Oh, okay, that's different. I haven't seen one of that before. So let's have a little look around quickly. So this is where we start. So you basically the map is exactly as you see it. There's these stone pillars everywhere, by the looks of it. So I'm guessing you'd be able to mine them. We're going to start out... we're hoping for a bit more of a little higher up bit. But what we can do is, we can start out down here, I guess. And then we can always expand out onto the hills if we need be. So it's kind of cool. So let's put it down, and boom. Okay, so... Comfort coin. Yeah, why not? That sounds like a good name. I love some of the names that just randomly come up. It's just, it does make me chuckle a few bits here and there. Right, okay. So, first off the bat, pause the game. I think that's what I'm going to do. Time flows, and you don't have much time. As you can see, we've already lost 2 little dips there. So, general idea is, let's see what we've got. We probably want a stockpile. So, let's just make one. I'm going to make a 10 by 10 one. There we go. 10 by 10 stockpile, and we're just going to put everything into it for now. It's just to consolidate all the stuff we do have. Later down the line, I will start budging and moving stuff around. Right, the next thing to do is we've got all these small boulders and wilk seed. Now, wilk seed is a good way, I think, you get to make your silk weave. So what we're going to do is grab that and grab his harvest. Get around harvesting all this stuff. Right, we'll just do that lot. So we're going to harvest all these bits and pieces here, and the next bit afterwards. The only problem is that I've just realised I've noticed going on. I'm not anywhere near trees, which would be a bit fun. But what we'll do, we'll chop down these ones for now, and then I need to get a good character. So I want to keep a high stat character for a footman. So usually I'm assuming you need mind and spirit, or body and spirit, for a footman. What we got here? So we've got Wayne, you're okay. There was one which had quite a lot of decent stats. I don't know which one it was. Ah, this one. So Raina has 566. Now I think that'd be good for a footman. So I'll keep her, and I'll keep her in mind for the footman job. But for now, I need a carpenter. And who else has got decent stats? So this person's got really good stats. Actually, you know what, Raina, you can be a. I'm going to have you as a carpenter, just for the fact of I can use the other little lady there as a footman, or footwoman, how you prefer it. Okay, cool. That's that. So at the moment we won't be able to do anything until she goes and picks up that lovely carpenter's saw, but we can just go forward. These guys will all start dashing around trying to put stuff up. So a bit of wood there. Okay, she's going to now come and pick the carpenter's sword up. There's a little nice little levitates it somehow, magically. And the sound there reminds me of Black and White, which is quite interesting. And then there we go. So we've got a carpenter. So pause it all again. And then all we need now is, I want a carpenter's bench. Make one of them. Cool. So you've got actually two little bits here. You can craft up or you can maintain. But obviously because it's a workbench, you don't really need to maintain it. You can just have one. You don't need more than one. Not until later down the line anyway. The cool thing is with these halflings is they have an inventory of their own. So if you actually, I think, click on one, you can actually go and backpack and they can carry a certain amount. So I'm guessing the higher the body, the more they can carry. What must do stamina? Oh, maybe not then. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I might be wrong on that one, but it seemed like it. Oh wow, there's a lot of stone. Did you just chop down? Well, that's from the boulders. I guess they must give you a lot of hunk of stone. Hunk of stone. A hunk of stone. Same thing really, I guess. Just abbreviation. Alright, come on then, my little halflings. Start collecting all that wood for me. I need to actually use it. Oh, we got that bench now. Remember that bench? Wherever it is. Ah, there it is. Kappa's bench. Now what I normally do is try and keep this nearby to the place where your stockpile is, where you stockpile your wood and that, because at the end of the day, you're going to be needing to use it quite a lot. So you might as well have you right next to the place where you need materials from, where you take them from. Have a lot of stone, which is quite useful. Make some stone buildings. Right, okay, so we've got this. Let's have a look what we can make. So, first off the bat, we want to make a... I'm going to make two of them. Make two of these. See what I mean? You don't really need to buy them for 50 gold each. You can just hold off and buy one. And then eventually, when she levels up, I can get one of these, which, again, you can easily make it. It's, again, one wood log and a bundle of fibre. So there's no real need to actually buy them, unless you want to be lazy. But for me, gold is... I'm not going to say it's hard to come by, but early on I think it is. And what else do we need? Well, probably need a wooden door. And one of them. And also we need a bed at some point. Now as she levels up she'll unlock more, but at the moment because she's only level 0, she hasn't actually got a level, can't make half the stuff, and I believe the it gets expanded as she levels up as well, which is kind of cool. So let's just get this back to normal. I've noticed the hotkeys 1 and 2 and 3, so I keep forgetting to press them. It would make it a lot easier than me moving my mouse down, click, and going back up. It's like that's what the hotkeys are there for. You got a massive keyboard with everything you can use. There we go. See, so now she's level 1. Cool. So that means I can now ask her to do other stuff while I wait around. Just going to pause it there for the time. Again, I've just done it. Dear me. I just know certain stuff that buildings require, so not exactly, but I know for a fact they require certain bits and pieces, so I'm just going to go around and do that. Is that a fence? Picket fence. Oh, cool. And a large crate, I want one of them. And then you. And one of you. Cool. So that'll keep her busy for the next, probably, day. While she does all them. And now I want to work on getting these guys to work. So we actually want to... see, we've got Ho here now. I want to get a character on a little halfling doing some stat work. What we got here? We've got 441. Here's okay. What are you, Megan? So Megan's going to be our footman. Not just yet though, I'm going to hold off on actually making a footman until later on. So I think I'm going to make Amelia one of our farmers. And obviously as she'll run over, she'll pick up a nice lovely hoe. And then turn magically into a farmer all of a sudden. I guess the tool that you use makes you what you are. Nice little with a half there. Boom! She's now a farmer. Right. So now that opens up the next bit, which is food. And the way it works is per every day. I might have explained this in my previous video, but I'll go over it again. Every day, when it's finished being day and night, you'll get a report, and it says based on how much wealth your town's worth, how much food you have, and there's another one as well. I'm trying to think what it is. I guess it's morale, and then depending on how each one is, that depends on how well you do. Where do I want to put this for now? I'll probably put it just directly here. I get 10 by 11, and I want some crops in there. And then we'll have another one here. And we'll get some more carrots. So carrots are the easiest ones to grow. They're very quick, but they're not very nice, apparently. Or not to the halflings anyway. They don't really like them. Okay, cool. So we've got that going. So she's going to start hoeing away and ploughing up the land and planting carrots as she goes. And a grizzled traveller. This is why I hold it off on the resources at the moment. So let's see what the traveller wants. Oh, where did the update go? Ah, there we go. Okay. Barton has praised Sid. Here's something to get you going. A basket of corn and rabbit jerky. Oh, nice. Wow, so that's some food. Really cool. Food, stringy but nutritious. Okay, cool. So it depends on luck what you get. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes you get quite a bit off this guy. This weird traveller that comes around. So what I think I'm going to do with these guys is get them to do some more do some more collecting, because we need the resources at the moment. And over here seems like a nice place to just go, you know what, chop down. There. So the rest of my 5 little halflings are now going to go down and chop trees. Now your farmer and I think your carpenter do help out with tasks. It's building buildings and whatever else not. But the hold off, they'll do them in tasks first, and then it's like prioritising really. I'm a carpenter first, and then afterwards, if they've not got else better to do, I'll come and help you out. So while they're doing that, let's get on building. So there's 4 placements or templates which you can start with. There's tiny cottage, sleeping quarters, or cottage for 2. Now your sleeping quarters takes up a lot of resources, but it can come. I think it can hold. It has 4 beds in it, but you can actually squeeze in 6. So what I'll do is grab that, and we'll have it over here. I don't want it too close to the wall. It seems like there's problems sometimes when you have it too close to the high elevated places. I'm going to place it there, and then this is where you can start coming in and changing stuff around, but I'm not going to for the time being, because last time I messed this up when I was doing it, I had a little playthrough on my own, is I messed it up and the building just didn't work. You can call building names, so if you want to give a building a particular name you can do. I think you can name it afterwards as well. But as you can see, it requires 1 door, 5 wooden window frames, a wooden mounted lantern, wall mounted, shall I say, which is 2, and then a mean bed and a wooden lock. Oh, damn it. Oh, well, that just didn't work out. And I've got cap locks on. I'm going to call it sleeping area, because I'd have ruined that completely by... yeah. Let's just forget that happened. Yep, start building. Okay, So these guys will obviously they've chopped down all the trees now, and now they're all going to start focusing on building this building. So I've got one. Look, jeez, Christ! I think we're running out of space for a stockpile. Let's place this down somewhere. Place that there, and then also I need to pick up and make 4 more of these. If I'm correct, I made 1, and another one of these. Made a door already, and 3 more beds. I'm going to make 5. Just for the simple fact of I know stage 1, and I can fit at least 6 in there. Now, one thing what makes me laugh about the carpenter at the moment is she has levels. So as she's doing stuff, she'll level up. So if we go into her, she's kind of level 2. Let's have a look here. We go into stats and attributes. Is it job builder? Here we go. So you level up, and you can see some bits aren't implemented yet. So this one, when the captain masters his trade, allows him to come up with completely new ways of using wood. But as you can see, at the moment she's got collaborative insight. The carpenter is now skillful enough to use materials created by other crafters. I guess it's the modding side of it. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Yeah, so when you get to level 3, there's a chance that you can make like fine stuff. So if we look into here, no, here, there's where is it now? Like fine, like a higher up tier of the one. So if you look at like wooden chair, you can make like a fine wooden chair, and it's random. But specifically, if a task is asking for that specific chair, like a building, then it won't just use any chair. It'll only use that specific one, which is a bit annoying. But I usually just try and sell them on anyway. Yeah, that's just something I've noticed while doing this through. And these little guys are working away. One little issue I've noticed as well when doing this is that building can just sometimes just stop halfway. I don't know why. Sometimes I always think it's when it's too close to the walls and edges, the scaffolding can't go high enough, so then they just stop working on it. But then the entire work stops, and then they go do something else. So you end up with a half-finished building, which is a bit not good, especially when you want a roof over your head to keep everything out, all the elements and whatnot. We're alright, we're getting to sundown. Wow, that's late for sunshine, I guess. It must be summer. Okay. One has arrived to sell their wares. Rufus Garrow. Cool, what you got? So we've got a stone wall mounted lantern. Stone wall one, wow. We've got bird bath, stone bench. This is all like stone cutter. Ah, okay. And then we can buy some wares off him. But I'm not going to, because I can actually mine these up. Chunk of stone, so for 1 gold, so you can buy iron. Okay, I guess that's where the blacksmith comes in handy. But then again, it seems pointless buying any of this stuff when I'm not going to use it for a little while. So we'll hold off on that for now. This isn't filled up with anything yet, so what we'll do is we'll say no, and then we can actually filter certain things into it. So what I'm going to do for this is anything like tools can go in there, and weapon and armour, and that just might get rid of some stuff that are in here. Which will be a lot better. There they are. I wonder where all my halflings were. I thought, hey, they've all disappeared, and they're actually all behind climbing up the scaffolding. I like the way it works, though, when buildings get constructed. This construct the scaffolding, which uses materials, and then afterwards you can reclaim that back. It's a bit weird how it works, though, because if you chop wood into scaffolding, you won't get wood back, but apparently you do. That's quite interesting. Let's see, what time we're on. We're on the 19-minute mark at the moment we're recording. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I don't know if I wanted to do an episode and do 20 minutes and stop, or just do 2 episodes worth and do 40 minutes in one go. I'm still umming and ahhing on it. I think I might do at the moment. I'll do about 20 minutes worth of gameplay, so we'll call it here in a bit. And it's like, I think each day is about 20 minutes anyway. I'll give it to 15 minutes. So it gives me a bit of time to say we can do like a day and night playthrough of each day. These guys are hard at work at the nice sleeping quarters. And then as you can see here, there's actually this place. So if I actually grab a bed there, come in here, and there's a little building vision here, which you can put it down to side view. and then rotate round with the full stop and the comma. You can actually place this. Now I want to place it here. So I'll place another bed, and then there's another one in here. There we go. Swing around this way, and then we'll do the exact same on this side. At least this means 6 people can sleep in here, and we'll have one person have a building on their own for that one other person. Now, it seems a bit crammed in, thinking, oh god, 6 people in one building, but for time constraints and resource management, it's great. At least the cool thing about a lot of stuff is you can move it around, so you can dismantle this building entirely and move it somewhere else. Or just get rid of it. But the only issue I have is it seems to leave like a massive hole in the floor, which I don't know how to fill in again. Oh, come on, you just left that doing there? You left one little piece, not Toad. You, Elena, Amelia, are you gonna finish that? No, you're just gonna. I guess she wants to help out with the house so she can go to sleep. Yeah, fine. You do that then. Right. So I'm going to call it here for the time being. So this is going to be the first episode of my little playthrough. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to say please, rate, like, subscribe, and any comments like I do read about them. And oh, look, I'm halfling going to sleep. Oh, yeah. So again, don't know how long this is going to last for. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a first good day now, hasn't it? But yeah. Until next time, guys. I will catch you later. Bye. Oh, there's a wizard there. Ow! Bitch poisoned me. Screw you!